Here's 5 things that you must give up to instantly raise your vibration so you can attract the things that you want into your life. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and hang with me. Number 1, jealousy. It's impossible to use the law of attraction when we feel jealous. And in that, I mean something different than you might think. What I mean by, let's say that you really wanted to attract more money into your life, and the result was you weren't attracting more money into your life. Well, what happens psychologically when we want something and it doesn't happen? Well, psychologically, we try to protect ourselves from feeling the fear of failure, from feeling humiliated, from feeling just the anger. And so the result is you might want more money, but then you see somebody, maybe a man or a woman, in a really nice Jaguar, a really nice BMW, or they've got a Ferrari, and instead of being like, oh, right on, man, do your thing, we silently make those people wrong in our heads. Has that ever happened to you? Maybe it's with money, or maybe it's with love, or the perfect body, or someone who had awesome style. And instead of being like, damn, that's epic, that inspires me, or like, cool, you do your thing, man, more success, more love, more style, more whatever to you. Instead, we make them wrong in our head. So instead, I invite you to try something, blessing the thing that you want. So whenever you catch yourself being like, oh yeah, well that's easy for you to say, you have a bunch of money, or you catch someone going, I mean, what a rich jerk, or I mean, look at them, it's so annoying, they're kissing in public, but really we want that same thing, but instead we make that person wrong. And think about where you do that in your life, and what I invite you to do is start blessing the things that you want. So if you want more money, if you want more love, if you want more happiness, if you want more success, bless it. Man, to yourself or out loud, hey, I'm so grateful that you look like you're just crushing life, because that's inspiring me to think that I can do the same thing with my life. Or in your head, you go, lady, you have an awesome, like some lady, right, that beats herself up because she doesn't have the same body as someone else. Acknowledging them for their body, acknowledging the guy for his car, acknowledging the woman for her house, or for her career success, or for love and relationship. Bless the things that you want. Number 2, you have to get rid of past tense. Whenever we're caught in the idea of future and past tense, what ends up happening is we use that to block the law of attraction in our life. And by that I mean we drag our past around with us. Here's why I can't manifest what I want in the future: more money, more love, more confidence, a promotion at my job, traveling around the world, manifesting my dream relationship, healing this emotional or physical or health ailment in my life. We carry around our past with us. Have you ever noticed that before? But, like Alan Watts said, have you ever seen a boat drive because of the wake? Have you ever seen the wake of a boat power the engine of the boat? It's impossible, but that's what we do with our lives. We carry our past around with us. Or we get in this place of, I hope, I wish, man, I really hope that I'd manifest da-da-da-da. I really hope that that would work out. I really wish, I mean, it'd be nice. I'm not sure if. And we get into this place where we assume that the thing isn't possible. And what I invite you to consider is to get rid of past and future and speak only in the present tense. Try it out for a little bit. See how weird it feels. See how weird you're conditioned, and how weird I'm conditioned, and how weird we're conditioned in this way where it's uncomfortable for us to assume that we already are what we want to be. Neville Goddard says to assume the feeling of your wish already fulfilled. So try out whatever you're wanting to manifest. Man, I'm so happy and grateful that I'm making $10,000 a month now at my dream job, and I got that epic spot, and I've landed my soulmate, and we have this beautiful, awesome relationship. Man, I'm going to Fiji in like 3 months, and I feel so much more healthier and happier than I ever have. And it's weird seeing money in my bank account. I used to be $30,000 in debt. Now I have all this money in my bank account. It's growing every day. It's weird because it's like more money than I could ever spend, and I never thought that I'd fall in love. I feel no negative energy at all. I feel perfect peace. Talk to yourself and to one of your friends like that. Number 3, you gotta get rid of justifying Because what happens is when we don't have what we want, we rationalize and we justify why we don't have what we want, which in essence is not taking 100% total responsibility. And if we don't take responsibility to why we're in debt, to why we don't have the money that we want, to why we're not in the health space that we want, why we're not in as good a shape as we want to be in, why we aren't as happy as we want to be, if the reason we don't have what we want is somebody else's fault, then we have to change somebody else before we can ever get what we want, which might be impossible. Or like Wayne Dyer said, if the reason you don't have something that you want is because it's the world's problem, you're going to have to send the whole world to the psychologist before your life can ever get any better. And when we can realize that our brain just wants to protect us from the fear of failure. So if you don't have something that you want, your brain naturally is like, whoa, it's the government's fault. And if I would have had a better, degree in school, if my parents had more money, if I would have had a better mentor, if I wasn't so stupid, if I wasn't so skinny, if I wasn't so fat, if I wasn't so this and so that and da 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 da. And we blame all these things outside of ourselves as a way to make it easier to cope with not having what we want. So it's a way we try to protect ourselves to avoid pain, but the result is every time we assume those types of belief systems of the power being outside of ourselves, the result is we can never create what we want because we've already unconsciously given all of our power away. So how could you make more money, fall in love, get in better shape, da 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 da, if it's somebody else's or something else's fault outside of yourself? It's impossible. So realize, however scary it may be, you are the one that has the power over your bank account, your health, your love, your adventure, your happiness, your success, your career, your joy, your family, your love. You have that power. Number 4, scarcity. Here's what I invite you to consider. There's more money printed every single solitary day. The technology gets better and better for us to live happier, healthier, to make more money, to have more freedom, to travel around the world, to connect with people we never even knew before. And there's over 7 billion people in the world. So think about how many like minds, just like you, based off of your desires, your needs, your values, and your personality. Think about how many like minds there are out there in the world. Think about how many potential awesome new friends or your soulmate or maybe multiple romantic relationships. Think about how many people are out there to experience all that you desire. Think about the fact that you can just hop on an airplane, get all the way around the world, and go to anywhere that you want. There's so much abundance. You can see all different types of climates. You can have all the things that you want to experience in life. We live in such an abundant world. So, number 4 is get rid of scarcity. We live in this totally infinite, abundant world. So far as we know, there aren't the types of limits that our mind wants us to believe. And if somebody's created what you want in your life, by default, that means that you can do it because you have access to the same human consciousness that created that thing in their life. You can access it. You can do that. We live in this totally beautiful, abundant world. So much adventure, so much opportunity to make a difference in the world, so much happiness, so much joy, so much of it is out there. And the only way to experience all that is to stop believing the scarcity. So what I invite you to do is just start to notice, hey, I'm in scarcity mode right now. I'm in scarcity mode over paying for this. I'm in scarcity mode over thinking that I can't find my new mentor, or my boyfriend or my girlfriend, or the right job, or I'm in scarcity mode here. Hey, I'm in fear here. Okay, let me bring it back. Look, man, there's so many amazing possibilities. More money, love, happiness, success, 7 billion people in the world, all these amazing places to travel. Hey, man, the sun came out today. It's beautiful. 5. Needless drama. Notice when your ego and my ego and that guy's ego and her ego try to use needless drama as a way to stir up stimulation. The mind by default needs stimulation to exist. So a lot of times what will happen is things will be going great in your relationship. Maybe things are going great in your business. Things are going great in your career. Things are going great in your personal life. And the mind will find drama that doesn't exist just to wrap its teeth into something negative and dramatic because that's what feeds the ego. And so what happens is we constantly get into needless drama. Right? We over-exaggerate in our head how screwed we are financially. When the reality is, even if you lost your house, you lost your apartment, you lost your job, you went into debt, you'd probably still find some way for someone to support you, for you to find some way to have some warm food and to have a place to stay and get your feet back onto the ground. Even though we overreact about that, we're gonna be okay. We overreact about the amount of negativity in the world. We overreact about the news cycle. We overreact about how a negative coworker or boss was, about that person that was in a hurry in traffic in front of us, and we say, "You a-hole! They didn't even mean to do it. They were just in a hurry, man. They were just really in a hurry." Right? So what I invite you to consider is to notice in yourself and everyone around you when the needless drama comes up, and put a mental sign on your imagination in your mind that says "Do not disturb." No drama allowed. And notice, oh, I'm not going to let myself get wrapped up into this needless drama to go talk about this person and say why they're doing this wrong, or wow, did you hear about this thing? And wow, that's the way our mind wants to go. And when you can step out of that control of the ego and drop into your soul, where all possibilities are infinite and endless, and all these possibilities are available to you, then the question is, what do you want to create? More love, more happiness, more money, more success, more adventure, more freedom, more contribution to the world, more purpose, more meaning, more excitement. That's all available. When you catch yourself wanting to go into the drama of the world, and you stop and you bring yourself back to the real possibilities of the soul, and you no longer have all of that drama weighing you down, and your vibration raises instantly. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. I got a free success hypnosis. It's down below. It's JakesHypnosis.com. I always share about it because it changed my life 6 years ago. It's what allowed this channel to blow up, and just last month just reached 3 or 4 million people. And I noticed I had all these negative thoughts in my head subconsciously, so I created a success hypnosis. It changed my life. It allowed my books, my work, all of that to get out into the world because I changed my subconscious programming, and I give that away. Everyone can use that. There's like tens of thousands of people who have. It's free. It's JakesHypnosis.com. Just remember that you can have more energy instantly, and that's what this video is about. Be sure that you press the subscribe button in the corner. Comment in the task out of those 5 that you're going to focus on giving up right now. So if you need to, roll back through them, or I can tell you back through the points again. Number 1, jealousy. Number 2, past and future tense. Number 3, justifying. Number 4, scarcity. And number 5, needless drama. Where can you see the real possibilities that lie to us to step into ultimate energy, feeling empowered, happy, healthy, and well? Because they're all around us. So this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Thank you for watching.